raised in. East Ham, that is, East London. Among local muftis, many mothers, wide boys, punters and clerics. Wouldn't call the feeling patriotic, nothing as waxy as a word like that. But it does beg a better question. One that I'd quite like to put to you now, mister, and that is this. If the greatness of your Britain remains so assured, then why is it so difficult to hear someone hate it? Everything I've written, from the poetry to the long stories I've told, a litany of my many offending verses. Every word was written under this same English sky, mister, under which I was born, same as you. My uncle, Sisi Gamal, him the old soapbox muezzin, who was always so clear about these things, said to me once, "Boy, there is nothing great about Britain. It's a madhouse, a place only fit for slum lords, field hands and rabble." I didn't know what he meant by it then. I was young, too busy making faces in the mirrors, shadows on the walls, to notice your taste for bully justice. But now, here I am, sat in this cell, enduring a barrage of questions as to why this, why that, why whatever hatred and why now, when to me it's obvious, as it should be to you. It brings to mind a saying, one from where my father is from, which translates from the Arabic like this: "As you sow, you shall so reap." It's a saying that graces all scripture. So let that be my answer, mister. For any more, you must ask my Allah, since mine is a life He chose for me and at a time He chose for me to live. Otherwise, you're better off asking the times for answers, since it was the times that also made me, made my tongue. And by times, I mean the world out there, the big, bright, wide, the West, into which I was born, raised upright, lived an antic life, and did my best to scribble a little poetry and pray. 3. Names. You asked my name. I've had so many over the years. I collect them like stamps or old stones. Some names were given to me with love and seriousness, granted by those who wished I'd grow old and become rich and famous in the world. Other names were given to me in spite. Along the way I've discarded old names like old hats and borrowed new ones to replace the ones that grew tired. It was your newspapers, all them red tops and magazines, who gave me my many aliases. The jihadi boy poet, they called me. The hateful fanatic, they said. I was the internet's Ayatollah for a time, and the pound-shop prophet of Stepney Green and Newham. Now I know these titles were only ever meant to mock me, ridicule me, sway public opinion against me. But knowing what I know now, mister, I'd say your papers didn't go far enough. At the height of my fame, I was the most widely read poet in your England. And it's my verses today, my own particular poems, written under any number of monikers, that have me sat before you now, scribbling away. My first, that is to say, the name my mother gave me, was Yahya Bas. Bas comes from my father. I was Yahya throughout my youth. I've had others, but most know me by my nom de plume, my nom de guerre, my Arabic kunya, my poetic name, Al-Bayin. But where do I begin? If I'm to unravel my life, I'll begin where I like. So here's the order we'll follow. A birth, then a death, then rebirth, then death and birth again. First, birth. 4. Birth. Myth. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. As a child, I was told I had no origin. I was moulded out of existence itself. A rush of swampy nothingness, and then pop, birthed under moonlight along an estuary in paradise. Or at least, this was the myth told me. The first myth of many others. One had me born blue. No breath in the chest, cold to the touch and silent. An almighty smack was administered to me then, upsetting the boy into a gasp of new breath. And yet another, I was told that I came out into the world feet first, mister, and all bloody, bent a little too.